Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a makeup haul. This is a collective haul. This is definitely not something I just purchased yesterday. Some items are things I purchased yesterday, but that's kind of what inspired me to do a video like this. I really am not like one of those big YouTubers that drops $1,000 in the morning like on Sephora goodies and can do like a brand new haul of things that like I purchased yesterday. These are things that I've purchased over the last 3 to 4 months, I would say. Some of them I have definitely used and abused, and you have seen most or some of these on the channel already. But before we get into that, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which is that little red button down there. Join the family. Also, can we get into this fall spirit? We have the flannel on. I have a little like ball cap on. I'm like lazy AF today. My hair is like in a little bun back here. I have a hat on, a full beat makeup because I knew I was going to film today. I'm kind of living for the fall weather, but that's another video. Without further ado, if you guys want to see all the things I've been purchasing over the past 3 to 4 months, then just get into it. Okay, so the first things I'm going to start with are the face. This one is extremely expensive, and maybe I didn't purchase it with my own money. Maybe Zach bought it for me, but still. This is the Guerlain Allure Primer. Essence d'Eclat à la Pure Radiance Concentrate with Pure Gold. This is a face primer. I think that Jeffree Star did talk about this. This primer does have the 24 karat gold flex in it. It is a $74 primer. But I am completely obsessed with it. It moisturizes my skin. It smooths. It makes my skin feel like a baby's butt. It fills in my pores, but it does not dry my skin out. Like, my foundation really does stick to it. It does have like a tacky base once you apply it on the skin. I don't know if this is worth $74. I mean, I like it. I could even say I love it. But would I really go buy this primer for $74? I don't know, but it was my own money, so thanks, Zach. We have 2 foundations here. I think that you guys have seen them either on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, shameless plug. So the first one is going to be the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I love this. This is also a very expensive product. And another one that I didn't purchase with my own money. This would be Zach yet again. It's like he's got already 2 points and the video's only been going for like 3 minutes. So that's great. So this is a really nice foundation. I think it's a good medium to full coverage foundation. It is very hydrating. It looks like natural skin. It's not matte. It's not dewy in the sense. It's really just radiant. It looks like natural skin if you were to have just cleansed it and moisturized with a hydrating moisturizer. That's what this makes your skin look like. It's perfection. This one is definitely a little bit expensive. Also, I think it's like $70. It does have a pump. The packaging is really cute. It's got like the frosted glass, and the shade is a little bit too dark for me to wear now. I kind of will skate by using it like on YouTube because I feel like it works for filming, but if I were to wear this in like the sun, you would see like a stark line of demarcation from where my foundation ends. I definitely would recommend it to anyone who likes a very full coverage look but doesn't want your face to look heavy. That's exactly what this will do for you. The next one is another foundation. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I actually really like this. A little while ago, I was combating some skin issues, some very dry, textured skin. So I couldn't go in with the foundation that I'm wearing right now because the one I'm wearing now is very matte. And it was clinging to all of the dry patches and it was just making my skin look super creepy. So I decided to go in with this foundation. I've had this one for a while. I don't know that I've used it that much here on the channel. It is so nice. I do have normal to oily skin. I definitely can't get a super long 12-hour wear of foundation because the oils just will start to break through a little bit just because it's not a mattifying foundation, but it does wear so nicely on the skin. It looks just like natural skin. I think the packaging is really cute. It's sleek. It's messy, but it's got the little like Giorgio Armani thing right here. It's got the frosted glass. It's pretty nice, also extremely expensive. A concealer that I have used for a while but don't know that I've really talked about here on my channel is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Light 16. This is the third one that I've purchased, and I'm obsessed with it. This is literally $6.50 from Ulta. If you can't tell me what a better deal is, I have no idea. I'm waiting, because this is such a good concealer and it is such a good price. The only thing about this is I wouldn't give this like a very Tarte Shape Tape full coverage look. This is definitely more sheer, so I like to layer it with my CoverGirl True Blend concealer. That's pretty close to the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I like to put this over because this is a little bit lighter in color, but it's also a little bit more hydrating, so my under eye isn't begging for some hydration at the end of the day. I really like this. It goes on really smoothly. A little bit goes a long way. It's really good for natural days also. Like if I'm just deciding to wear a little bit concealer and mascara, I'll throw this on underneath my eyes, set it a little bit with powder, throw mascara on, and I'm good. I don't feel like I look like I'm wearing too much makeup. So if you're one of those natural girls who likes to, you know, look a little bit more real, I guess, than me, then definitely check this concealer out. Even if you're someone who likes the full coverage vibe and maybe wants to layer one or wants to try it, for $6.50, girl, you are not going to beat it. So there's going to be a little bit of a story behind this guy. I purchased 2 of these probably a good 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I would say. And I had one just for a backup because my puppy likes to jump up on my makeup desk and grab my sponge and chew it until it's literally gone. So that is exactly what happened. I still do have one back there that I use every single day, but I didn't have a backup, and these have been getting harder and harder to find. I went to my Ulta and I actually found one. I like the one that is the highlight contour with the 2 flat edges and the round side on one side. The other ones I don't think work as well, but these ones are rare. This one I think is the exact same one that comes in the Jeffree Star like thing. And I think maybe that could have been why I've had a really tough time trying to find it. It's my favorite sponge on the market. I use this for powder, concealer, foundation, everything. This is really good. So if you haven't tried that specific sponge, it's better than all of the rest. So save your money on the Real Techniques, save your money on the Beauty Blender, and just stick with the Morphe sponge. It is legitimately the best. So I have 2 highlights that I want to talk about. The first one is going to be the one that I'm wearing on my face today. And this is another steal. Honestly, I went to Ulta yesterday and I saw that they kind of just got in a bunch of the ColourPop stuff, and I really haven't had anything from ColourPop besides that concealer, the No Filter Concealer. And I saw that they had their blushes, I saw that they had their highlights, and they had their brow pencils, which I weren't really impressed with the brow pencils, but we're just going to keep it light here. But this is the Super Shock Highlight in Flexitarian. Oh, it's a Super Shock Cheek in Flexitarian. This is beautiful. The only thing that really confuses me about this is the fact that it's soft. It's like a cream. Like, hello? It's a cream that dries powder, maybe? I have no idea. It's very soft, so you definitely don't want to go in with like a sponge and push on it, because that will literally destroy your highlight. So I just took the Anastasia A23 brush and I just layered it on my cheek. I didn't even have to layer that much, but do you guys see that? This highlight is amazing. I definitely am going to go back and buy more of like the blushes and the highlights. If you're looking for a new highlight and you don't want to spend a ton of money, then I would stick with ColourPop. I mean, I'm very impressed. It's probably better than some of my really expensive highlights. This is a really good steal for, I think, $8. So the next highlight we're going to talk about is definitely a little bit more expensive. And this is the Givenchy highlighter in the shade Shimmery Gold 02. It is so stunning. This is a gold highlight, so it's definitely going to look really good if you are of a deeper complexion. And this looks really good when I'm tan, or I can use it as kind of like a blush topper. I definitely won't be able to use this shade in the winter time because it is so gold and it really won't look like a highlight on me. So it is really, really, really pretty. It's so shimmery and it goes on so smooth. I don't know that there's any glitter flecks in here. It is just such a sheen highlight. The ColourPop one, I'm gonna have to say, has a little bit of like glitter flecks in that, but this one does not. This one is just a sheen, and it is so beautiful. I try to like use that for like special occasions because that's like a $50 highlight. Okay, so please do not shoot me for this next product. I feel like this is kind of controversial a little bit. I mean, the person is a little bit controversial, but this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour, and this is it's the duo in Lyric and Shadow Play. I really like this banana shade. I really liked it in the actual palette, and I also liked the Anastasia banana shade, but I didn't really want to repurchase that one for whatever reason. And I was in Sephora and I saw that they kind of had a duo, and I was like, oh, I really kind of only want the banana shade, but you can't just purchase one. So I got both. And the banana shade is what I have under my eyes right now, just to brighten everything up. I don't like to use too much of it because then I really look like I have like stark white under eyes. But just a little bit of it on a really fluffy brush, it just gives me this like awakened look. Like I look like I slept for 6 years when I maybe got 2 hours of sleep. It is so pretty. The contour is a little bit too pinky and a little bit too contoury for me. I really like more bronzery contours. I'm not really a big fan of this one in this, but we're really only here for the banana shade or whatever this is called. But this is beautiful. A little bit goes a long way. So if you guys are obsessed with that kind of like lighter under eye like I am, then you can pick something up like this, or you can pick up the single banana. I don't know if Anastasia still sells that. I haven't really been on her website in a while. Let me know. So this next product is a skincare product, and this is the Kate Somerville Retinol Vitamin C Moisturizer. I did get this actually from Kate Somerville. Like, they sent it to me. So I did not purchase it on my own, but I'm like a little bit iffy on it. So I loved it the first 2 days I was using it. It made my skin feel so moisturized. It made my skin feel so refreshed and just so much better. And it looked brighter, and overall just, it looked healthier. But after a couple of days, I was noticing my skin was freaking out. Like, I had texture bumps all over everywhere. Like, I mean, my skin dried out. Like, I had flaky, dry skin. I would have to exfoliate my face every single day. And I've never been dry like that. I am really normal to oily, if anything. But when it, like, I'm not dry. So this definitely dried out my skin. I know retinol can do that, and I know that you kind of have to just keep using it and working through all of that. But I was freaking out. I was like, am I having an allergic reaction? What is going on? This is not a cheap moisturizer either. This is like $90. So I'm glad that like Zach is like using it and doesn't really care if his skin has texture for a little bit. But for me, like, this was making my makeup look really rough. And I couldn't get over the texture bumps. Like, it really literally was like alligator skin all over here. And it was dry and it was flaking. My foundation was literally like, I could peel it off, which is disgusting. I don't really know that much about retinol. Maybe some esthetician or something can tell me, because your girl just don't know. Next is a perfume, and I got this back when we were in Disney World. And this is the new YSL. I think this is like Rouge or something. It had Dua Lupia. This is such a nice smelling perfume. I wish that you guys could smell it through the camera. It is a little bit stronger of a scent, and it's a little bit muskier, just a little, but it is so beautiful. The packaging is really cute. It's just very rich, very classic, very YSL. I love it. It was like $120 something. He got me the biggest bottle because he knows I like go through it so quickly, but this is definitely my favorite perfume at the moment. We're almost done, people. I have literally 3 more things, and they're all palettes. So the first one that I want to mention is something I got in my BoxyCharm, which I have never really talked about BoxyCharm that much here on my channel, but I do get BoxyCharm sent to me. Some of the stuff recently has been absolutely to die for. Like, we are getting full-size products here, and I noticed that when I went to Ulta yesterday, and I actually saw this like palette on like the Too Faced stand thing, and it was like $40 something, and that's just for one of the products that comes in the BoxyCharm. which I didn't really understand the value of it. I mean, you really do pay $21 a month, and you're getting literally, this is just one thing. There's like 5 things that come in there, and you're getting a full-size palette. So I really didn't try this until probably about a month ago. So I've had it for a good month and a half, I would say. And it is so pretty. So we have a highlight here and a highlight here. And then we have 2 blushes and 2 bronzers. And I have been loving these 2 together. So Pink Sand and Starlight. I've just been mixing these 2 together and putting it on my cheek. And it is stunning. Those are for the days that I want to look extremely natural. I don't really want to have like a blinding highlight or too much blush on or too much contour. I just like to mix those 2 together and put it on the apples of my cheek, and it just makes me look refreshed. It makes me look healthy, and like I don't have too much makeup on my skin. I haven't really tried the rest of the palette, but I think this is such a good deal. I mean, it's $44 and you're getting 6 like full-size products in there, because I mean, if you look at the pan sizes, they're pretty big. Last 2 things are actually things that we have seen before, but I do want to give them like an honorable mention because I did purchase these with my own money, my own hard-earned money. First one is the Jawbreaker palette. I actually just did a battle of the brands with this palette and the Morphe times James palette. So if you guys haven't seen that, that'll be up there. You guys just check it out. I mean, just see which one works better. But this is the Jawbreaker palette. I mean, I think it's absolutely stunning. I know that this is definitely not everybody's cup of tea. It is extremely colorful. It is extremely in your face, just like Jeffree is. And I love it. I like using this for my like colorful looks. I like using it for if I'm going to do like a special effects look or something a little bit avant-garde. This palette is amazing. Would I use it on an everyday basis? Probably not, but it is really good. The shadow quality is very well. I mean, there's a couple in there that I had some issues with, but other than that, majority of these shadows in here are amazing. It is $58, which is a little bit steep, I think, for an eyeshadow palette, but you do get 24 eyeshadows in here, which is a lot. So, and the pan sizes are big, so 60 bucks isn't horrible. And the next one I'm sure you guys know I'm going to talk about. I also did a recent tutorial with this, and this is the Morphe 350 Fierce by Nature palette. That'll also be up here for you guys to check out if you guys haven't seen that. I have had every single 350 palette that has ever come out. I'm just really obsessed with Morphe recently. I know that you guys probably are sick of everybody talking about it. I don't have a code to throw down your throat, and I literally get nothing from sharing it with you guys except the fact that I really do like it, and I want to let you guys know that it's worth the money. So this is the 3503. If you guys have not seen it, I'm sure you guys have, but if you haven't, this is what it looks like. This is my absolute favorite color in the palette. I mean, it looks a little bit like out of place, and I think it is in a way, but it is so beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of warm tones, which if you guys are OG subscribers here, you know warm tones are my thing. So this is definitely a great fall palette, and it is $25, and that is so cheap. I think $25 for the amount of eyeshadow that you get, it is really good, and the quality is also really good. You would think that, you know, you pay $25 for an eyeshadow palette, it's going to be like BH Cosmetics quality, but it's not. I swear, it is so worth it, and I have been really obsessed with that. I really can't put it down. I hope you guys enjoyed this little collective haul. If this is something you guys like to see, maybe every couple of months, things that I've been buying and purchasing, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to check out my last video. I will link that right here. Stay on the channel, have a couple laughs, learn a couple makeup techniques, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.